Adagio ChartView is an add-on program to Adagio GridView to provide graphical representation of your accounting data inquiries. To start using ChartView after installation, you first have to access the View Customize area to add the New button to the toolbar. The New button is on the File toolbar. When you click Reset, the Chart button is now available. When an inquiry is active, click the Chart button and a new chart will be automatically generated based on your inquiry values. When the values change, the chart will automatically update to accommodate. When you move your mouse over one of the bars or lines within the chart, the data elements will pop up. When you resize the windows for either the inquiry or the chart, you can resize the chart window size. The chart window can also be undocked from the inquiry, or if you could drag it to an edge of one of the windows, then it will automatically move to the appropriate position. When you right-click on the chart, you can choose to save the image of the chart, either to copy somewhere else or to save it as a file. Adagio ChartView supports different types of graphs, and you can customize the layout. Let's investigate. To change the display, right-click on a chart and choose Properties from the pop-up menu. The Chart Properties screen has 4 different tabs. The Type tab allows picking the type of graph you would like, a line, bar, or pie. You can also set a background color for the chart area, either an individual solid color or a gradient scheme. And after selecting all the settings you like, you can set this as a default for the type of chart you're creating. Pie charts are good when you have a single numerical column that you would wish to chart. Effects that are specific for pie charts are 3-dimensional, and if you choose 3-dimensional, you can choose how much it is tilted. To cancel your changes, click the Cancel button or use OK to save. After saving your chart properties, you can change the data and the chart information will automatically represent the new data. Bar charts are effective if you have either one or multiple numeric columns in your inquiry. Some options particular to bar charts: when you have multiple numeric columns, you may choose to show them side by side or stack them one on top of the other. Depending on the size and layout and orientation of your chart, you may choose to show your bars vertically up and down or horizontally across the screen. You may also choose to make the bars 3-dimensional. When you have multiple columns, you may choose to show them side by side using rows on the x-axis or have columns to separate the numbers. When you have a single numeric column in your inquiry, columns is usually the best way to go. And depending on the size of the numbers in your inquiry, you may wish to choose to scale using the sliding scale, and you can see that the y-axis has numbers that change. And if you wish that text to show up in your title of your chart, you can turn that on or off. Line charts are effective when you have numerous rows or numeric columns in your inquiry, and especially when they are represented by date ranges. Some options associated with line charts are the ability of making the data points stand out with markers and to change the width of the lines. If you would prefer a running total rather than separate numeric columns, this is also available. And you can change the scaling text just like for bar charts. When choosing either columns or rows for the x-axis based on your inquiry grid, it's best to choose the one where you have more of. In this case, there are more columns than rows, so that's the choice. You can see what the chart looks like if you choose the other. There are 3 other tabs within Chart Properties. On the Title tab, you may choose to optionally include text at the top as a title. and also set the percentage of area of the chart reserved for that text. You can choose to auto-size the text, respective of the reserved area, or set the font size specifically, in addition to the other font type, or color, or style. The background color can be set the same as the chart, or if you wish, you may choose something different. Similarly, the Legend tab allows you to optionally include the legend area at the bottom, and different similar options for the percentage reserved and the font color and style. And on the Palette tab, you can set the different colors for the bars or the lines or the pie wedges. If you left click, you can choose to change the colors and set something reserved, or swap it with one of the other lines. And if you like to save that, you can save the layout as a customized setting.